Many of these neighborhoods have such a historic charm to them that even if you're not looking to purchase in the neighborhood, it's still worth driving through to see all of the different styles of homes, the beautiful trees and the landscaping, not to mention the shops and restaurants and bars around for things to do. Austin is a city with many unique neighborhoods. While opinions may vary, I'm going to be walking you through some of the neighborhoods that are considered the top neighborhoods in the Austin Center area. My name is Shannon Green. I've been living in Austin now for over 30 years and I'm a local realtor here. If you're interested in working with me, I would love to connect. So call me, text me, or email me. If you're happy with the content I'm putting out, please like and subscribe to the page. Let me know what you think about the video by leaving a comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback along the way. Now let's start off with a little map tour so you can understand exactly where I'm going to be taking you today. We're going to start smack dab in the middle of downtown Austin. And then once we leave downtown, we'll be coming into the South Congress area. We'll explore the neighborhood of Bouldin Creek. We'll be checking out the neighborhood of Travis Heights. We're going to be making our way next to Zilker neighborhood. And after we leave the Zilker area, we'll be heading up towards an area called Tarrytown. And then we'll hop on over to another neighborhood called Clarksville. Then we'll head east of downtown and we'll explore East Austin. After that, we'll head up to the Mueller development area and we will finish our tour in Hyde Park. I'll be exploring each neighborhood's unique features, top attractions in the area, and price ranges of homes to explore. So let's get started. If you're wanting to live right in the center of everything in Austin, you're gonna be living in downtown Austin, and more than likely you'll be living in a trendy condo or apartment. Living downtown is perfect for somebody that wants to have that urban scene and live right in the middle of the hustle and bustle of it all. Now downtown, you could walk or bike to restaurants, bars, live music venues, theaters, coffee shops, whatever you want. It's all right there in the middle of downtown Austin. Outside of the bar and restaurant scene, which is what most people think of first, you also have the University of Texas, which is right above downtown, pretty much in downtown. You also have the state capitol, which to me is probably one of the most beautiful capitals in the United States. If you have not been there, please check it out. You have different entertainment areas like Rainey Street, Warehouse District, 6th Street. There's many to choose from. And don't forget about the Moody Theater, which holds basketball games, comedians, concerts, and many other things. You name it, the Moody Theater has it. And one of the things the Moody Theater did well is the layout of the seating. There is not one seat in that theater that's a bad seat. Now, if you're wondering what it would cost to live in downtown Austin, for instance, today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the low and the high to give you an idea of the price ranges of all these neighborhoods. A 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, very small, is going to run you around $445,000. That's what's active on the market today. Now, if you want to go to the high level, to a 6,000 square foot penthouse condo, you're looking at around $13 million. Now, if you're not ready to purchase and you just want to rent and have that downtown experience, you can rent a 1-bedroom apartment for around $2,400 up to about a 3-bedroom apartment that's going to run you in the $5,500 range or more. Whatever it is that you choose, you will never run out of things to do in downtown Austin. Now let's move on over to the South Congress area. South Congress, which is lined with shops and restaurants, is a local attraction as well as a tourist attraction. On the weekends, it is pretty jam-packed with people going in and out of different shops. And some of the cool things about the South Congress area is there are high-end name brand stores like Kendra Scott, Aviator Nation, Howler Brothers, but you also have some really eclectic, cool, vintage-like stores that everyone likes to explore. If you're on Congress, you always want to pass by the Continental Club, which is an iconic bar that has been there forever where live bands are playing daily. South Congress definitely has that artsy-fartsy vibe. If you're looking to live right off of the Congress area, you're probably going to be in a condo, and that's going to range you anywhere from $250,000 all the way up to $750,000. As we leave South Congress, we head over to Bouldin Creek. This neighborhood is a hip, walkable neighborhood just south of downtown. It's known for its funky shops, colorful murals, and lots of restaurants and coffee shops around. It attracts a lot of young professionals, artists, and families. It definitely has an eclectic vibe. In the Bouldin Creek neighborhood area, you'll find the South First Street shopping district. Here, you'll find stores with a lot of vintage goods, coffee shops, and restaurants. The Long Center of the Performing Arts is also located in the Bouldin neighborhood. This is the home of the Austin Symphony, the Austin Opera, and the Austin Ballet, located right along Lady Bird Lake. If you're not in the mood for shopping, the Bouldin Creek Greenbelt is a great option. There are hiking trails and wooded areas all along the creek there. It's a great place to spend the afternoon, very dog-friendly and family-friendly. One of Bouldin Creek's most significant institutions is the Texas School for the Deaf, which was established in 1856, covering 65 acres of the neighborhood. When it comes to living in Bouldin Creek, because of the history and age of the neighborhood, you're going to get a lot of variety of homes, including bungalows, craftsman-style homes, modern condos, and some new builds with very modern construction. Some of the older homes have also been restored to their natural look, but given some modern amenities within the renovation. Now, if you want simple living and affordable, on the market today, you could buy a one-bedroom, one-bath condo for around $300,000. A small 2-bedroom, 1-bath house is going to run you around $750,000. And as we move up to the higher end and more of a 6,000 square foot home, new build, you're looking at a price range of around $5.7 million. Now let's take a little turn and head on over to Travis Heights, which is the next neighborhood we're going to explore. Travis Heights is nestled along the shores of Lady Bird Lake. It's a picturesque neighborhood known for its historic homes and its shady streets. There's a lot of mature trees in many of these neighborhoods, which give it such a quaint feel. This neighborhood is definitely a popular choice for those wanting a peaceful retreat but being right by downtown. If you live in Travis Heights, you're probably going to walk down to the South Congress area, which we just spoke about. And there you can get a cup of coffee at Joe's Coffee Shop, which has been there for years. Grab a slice of pizza at Home Slice Pizza, or enjoy a margarita on the porch at Guero's and listen to some live music. Homes in Travis Heights are very similar to the Bouldin Creek area, but with a dabble of mid-century modern mixed in as well. And if you're looking to live in Travis Heights, on the market today, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house will run you around $900,000. And on the higher end, a modern new home with all of the bells and whistles is going to run you around $5.7 million. Now that we've covered the downtown area with SoCo, Travis Heights, Bouldin Creek, we're going to head on over to the left just a little bit and head into Zilker neighborhood, home to the iconic Zilker Park. This neighborhood is definitely for the outdoorsy people. There's plenty of opportunity for recreation, biking, hiking, jogging around the lake, paddleboarding on the lake. And this neighborhood is also famous for hosting the Austin City Limits Festival right there in Zilker Park. And don't forget, at Christmas time, the Trail of Lights. Some of the other places to visit around the Zilker neighborhood is Barton Springs Pool, where everyone loves to jump in for a quick cold swim, and the Zilker Botanical Garden, which spans over 26 acres of walking paths, ponds, and beautiful gardens. They also have workshops for every age, so it's definitely a popular destination for families and nature lovers. In the Zilker neighborhood, when it comes to homes, you're going to find a little bit of everything, so there's something for everybody. You have a big mix of modern homes and historic bungalows in this neighborhood, so there are housing options that suit anyone's lifestyle. Looking at the active listings today, you can get a house around 2,200 square feet for around $1.6 million. And on the high end, a 3,700 square foot home is going to cost you a little more than $4 million. Now, located just west of downtown is a beautiful historic neighborhood called Tarrytown. It is an upscale neighborhood known for its beautiful homes and mature trees and gorgeous landscaping. Tarrytown is also very close to Lake Austin. Some of the homes actually have the view of Lake Austin. It offers a quiet suburban feel, but being close to downtown. In Tarrytown, you will find Lyons Municipal Golf Course, also called Muni, Mayfield Park, which is open to the public and is known for its peacocks that are free roaming all over the park. You can head right down the hill in Tarrytown and you'll end up right on Lake Austin, where you'll have places like Hula Hut, a Mexican restaurant, and Mozart's coffee shop, where students, families, and neighbors gather to hang out, have a cup of coffee, and sit right on the lake. In Tarrytown, you'll see anything from historic mansions to waterfront estates and custom-built modern residences. Tarrytown offers a range of homes for luxury living in a beautiful, tranquil setting. To live in Tarrytown, for a smaller home, you're looking at about $1.2 million on the market today, and on the high end today, for available inventory. A larger home is going to run around $5.25 million. Now, just a hop, skip, and a jump away as you go back towards downtown is a neighborhood called Clarksville. I used to live in Clarksville in my early 20s, and it was one of my favorite places to live in Austin. There is a true sense of community in this neighborhood, and there's plenty to do. Clarksville dates back to the 19th century, and it was a working class neighborhood back then. Bungalow style homes were affordable and a practical option back in those days, and this is why you see so many of those throughout these older neighborhoods. Over the years, there's been a lot of effort to preserve the historic charm of Clarksville, and they've done a great job of that. Along the way, there have been modern homes that have come into play, and so now you have a mix of that modern home and that bungalow style home throughout the neighborhood. Within Clarksville, there are parks, restaurants, and shops to explore. There's even a community garden with raised beds and fruit trees. So you definitely see the sense of community in this neighborhood. If you're stopping by in the neighborhood to check it out, head on over to Clark's and get some oysters, or you can go to the local grocery store there called Fresh Plus, pick up some groceries and have a picnic in the park. On the market today, you could buy a small home, less than 700 square feet, for around $600,000. On the higher end in Clarksville, you're looking at around $4.95 million. This just gives you an idea of what's available in the neighborhood today. Now let's head on over to East Austin, where you're going to see a very artsy feel. There's a lot of vibrant art on the streets, and most recently a lot of trendy bars and restaurants have popped up. So it's become a very fun area to go hang out in. You can head over to the East 6th Street area where there's tons of bars and shops, or you can go get in line at Franklin Barbecue. Known for its amazing barbecue, people stand in line and wait, and when they run out of barbecue, they're out. You got to go home. There's also an East Austin studio tour that happens twice a year for 2 weekends each, and it allows artists to display their artwork to the public and kind of give the sense of connectivity within the neighborhood. Because East Austin was a working class neighborhood as well back in the day, you'll see a variety of homes to include Victorian, Craftsman, bungalow. And one of the most unique homes to me are the shotgun houses. The shotgun house had a unique architectural feature, which was a narrow rectangular home with rooms arranged one behind the other without a hallway. They were popular back in the early 20th century, and some are still there today. As East Austin has become more popular and more known, you'll also see some new construction mixed in. If you're wanting to live in this area, today on the market you could get a house for around $300,000, which is considered a teardown. That's what's happening in a lot of these. Some of these houses haven't been kept up, but the land is worth the money to be able to build something new on. And on the higher end, you're looking at about 1.8 or more million for a newer home. Speaking of newer, let's head on over to Mueller. The Mueller development was built on the site of Austin's former airport. It has a mix of residential, retail, and office space. It's known for its sustainable design, its green spaces, and family-friendly amenities. In the Mueller area, you'll find the Thinkery, a really fun children's museum, the Mueller Lake Park, and every week on Sunday is, in my opinion, the best farmers market in all of Austin. It's huge and everyone comes, and you got to try the brisket when you go. And there's a family selling brisket there. I can't remember the name, but it's the best brisket in town. In Mueller, you'll find a variety of different housing styles to accommodate everybody. There are single family homes, townhomes, condos, and apartments. My mother-in-law actually lives in the Mueller development, so I'm over there a lot. She lives in a senior apartment. I think it's 55 plus or 65 plus, and she can walk right across the street to H-E-B, a nail salon, a coffee shop. Everything is right there for her, and it's all walking. Mueller's a very walkable neighborhood. In fact, one of the designs that was very purposeful when they developed Mueller is that many of the homes, condos, and townhomes have front porches, and it's considered a front porch living, which encourages engagement with neighbors, connectivity. Everyone is walking everywhere, so there's a lot of conversations to be had as you go from one place to the other. There are parks, playgrounds, swimming pools, community gardens, you name it, Mueller has it. And everything is new. If I were to describe Mueller in 4 words, I would say sustainable, healthy, walkable, and connected. If you're looking at purchasing in the Mueller area for a condo, you'll be looking at starting off in the 600s. And if you're looking at buying a home for the market today, the high end is around 1.45 million. Last but not least, let's head up north, right above the University of Texas area to Hyde Park. Hyde Park is another historic neighborhood that is attractive to students, young professionals, and families. In this neighborhood, you'll see a lot of Victorian and craftsman style homes. For things to do, the Elizabeth Ney Museum is right there in the heart of the neighborhood. This museum is designated to Elizabeth Ney and her sculptures, and you're actually right there where she actually did her work, so it's kind of cool to take the tour and see the museum. You can also visit Hyde Park Theater, which is a beautiful, intimate theater right there in the neighborhood with plays and musicals to choose from. There are tons of coffee shops, restaurants, and other things along Duval and Guadalupe, which are the streets that are the thoroughfares for this neighborhood. In addition to the Victorian and craftsman style homes, you'll also see some of the Victorian Revival and the Tudor Revival style homes. On the market today, if you're looking to buy in the Hyde Park area, on the low end, you're looking at around $775,000 to purchase a home, and on the higher end, it goes up to around $1.95 million. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of some of the neighborhoods around the most coveted areas of downtown Austin. Many of these neighborhoods have such historic charm to them that even if you're not looking to purchase in the neighborhood, it's still worth driving through to see all of the different styles of homes, the beautiful trees and the landscaping, not to mention the shops and restaurants and bars around for things to do. Just as a reminder, my name is Shannon Green. If you're interested in working together, I'd love to hear from you. So call, text, or email me. Let's schedule some time together to talk specifically about your home search and how I might be able to help you. As always, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be putting content out on a weekly basis. Until then, see you next time.